Hi, my name is Jayla Ford, and I'm the creator and founder of Ford Film Productions. Growing up, it used to just be me, my mother, and my twin brother, Jalen. Me and my brother were very much the opposite of each other. Growing up, when it was just the three of us, my mom, she was a single parent, and she did what she could to make sure that we were okay. And I'm very thankful for that. Maybe in the 4th grade, we moved to the south suburbs of Chicago. And that's where I stay now. So starting in elementary school, I was a very good kid, I would say. I think that I was very focused since I was young to make sure that whatever I put my mind to, that I did. Going into middle school, that's when I moved. Went from a very mostly black school over to a white school. And it was different, but I managed to get through it, me and my brother. We always stuck together because being the same age, it made us close and it made us like depend on each other almost.
Jayla is my twin sister. When we was kids, me and Jayla was real close. We used to do everything together. That was my best friend. As we got older, of course, she a girl, so you know, girls and guys do different things, but we still pretty close now. What's that word when it's like you don't know which one you gonna get? With Jayla, you never know which one you gonna get. Some days you might get the nice Jayla, some days you might get the mean Jayla, but she's very ambitious. She chases her goals. She's very smart, and yeah. I'm really proud of what she's done with Ford Film Productions so far. I just want her to keep going, and it's only gonna get better. She has improved a lot from last year, and she still has room to grow and learn more. One thing I would like to tell Jayla is to learn how to take the bad with the good. No, it's the good with the bad.
The bad with the good. Because you take the bad criticism with the good one. That's what it is.
The advice that I would give to my sister is to not be so hard on herself and to take negative criticism and learn from it instead of get her down on herself.
Then going into high school, I started off freshman year being very quiet, but now I can say that as a senior, I've really gotten to know a lot of people.
I'm Josh, and I'm Jayla's best friend. How I met Jayla was freshman year reading class. She used to give me snacks, like fruit snacks, Oreos, and damn fuck, I forgot.
Okay, keep going, I'll cut it out. Second question.
I throw it off. Fuck that. One word I would describe Jayla, I say she's determined because she doesn't let anything get in her way. And when she has a plan, she sets on achieving a goal, and she always achieves it.
I know Jayla from the end of freshman year to sophomore year. We became like really close. I don't know how we met. Really, we just ended up meeting. I guess we were in the same class or something, and we ended up, Jayla, I would describe her, I would say, peaceful. She's a really quiet person. She's really peaceful. She doesn't gravitate towards like drama and all that.
Me and Jayla met because we go to the same school and we were on the same cheer team. One word to describe Jayla, she is very quiet.
I met Jayla through school and I was a sophomore when she was a junior. If I had to describe Jayla in one word, it would be very open-minded because Jayla is a good person to talk to when you're feeling down or anything.
I know you did not just turn that camera on.
I didn't turn.
And then we went to this. I don't even I know Jayla from school. We met our junior year, high school. We were in the IB program together. And she came to the back of the science class where we hung out. Can I do it over again? She's very strong-minded.
In high school, I've done cheer for 4 years. I cheered outside of that since I was 9 years old for a Little League team. So my brother and I cheered and he played football. So while that was going on, I decided that my freshman year I wanted to cheer at high school because I thought that I loved the sport very much. For the past 4 years, I've been doing cheerleading, and then just recently, towards the end of 2018, I had broke my hand on around November, end of October, from tumbling. And due to that, I wasn't able to participate in cheer because of the injury. And from there, I just decided that I no longer wanted to do cheerleading anymore because I felt that it was no longer for me and that maybe me breaking my hand was a sign of something of some sort. But eventually, I decided that after I quit that I would go into photography. I had everything set up that I figured out the name while I was in class. And my friends, they were telling me, oh, well, I think this is a great idea for you to do photography because I was very passionate about it. And usually when I think of things that I want to do, I don't usually go through with it. With this, I actually did go through with it. So I felt good to know that this is actually something that I may actually have a passion for. And so when I started out, I was just doing simple things on the computer to figure out my style and my logo and whatnot, having not taken pictures yet. But around the time of March in 2018, I decided that I would start. At spring break, I went to this college tour. It was an HBCU tour with a couple of my friends and some of the other people from high schools around us and at my high school. And so the way that worked was that we basically were down south for most of the time. And while I was away, I had just basically got a lot of calls from my family. They were telling me that they loved me and make sure that I was safe and all of that. So I didn't think much of it. And so I was just enjoying myself with my friends and getting to know the college life before I decided to apply to schools once the school year started back my senior year. So I enjoyed myself, but when I had got home, I had later found out from my mother that my grandpa had passed. It took a very emotional toll on me just by the fact that he was somebody that was very close to me. He was someone that was very close to me. My grandpa, my papa, he was somebody who I could say is and will always be a father figure in my life. He was somebody who held the position of a father that my father didn't decide to do himself. So I think that when I found out, I was very devastated because one, that was the closest death I've ever had in my family, ever. Never had somebody die in my family that close to me, or at all very much. And after he had passed, shortly after, my other grandfather passed maybe a week or two later when I got back. During the funeral, during the repast, we found out that my grandfather had passed. And there was a lot on my family. Took a lot. My grandmother ended up moving in with us, and that was something that we had to figure out for ourselves. And it was just something to adjust to, you know. It was a lot of changes in 2018, but from there, it was like I knew that I had to make my grandparents proud, especially for my grandma and for my mother and my auntie. I knew that they needed that from me to make sure that I stay focused and do what I need to do, and then whatever I wanted to do that I could accomplish it. When I first started taking pictures, I remember it was during a 7-on-7 football game in March later after my grandpa had passed. My cousin, he let me borrow his camera because I told him that I wanted to start taking pictures, so he said that he'd give it to me. So then when at the 7-on-7 tournament, I was like, okay, let me start. So when I had started, I remember my brother, he played for this team called Hero. And I was taking pictures for him, and he told me to go up to this man named CJ.
Hey, my name is Coach CJ, and I'm the president and founder for Hero, the Hero Foundation. I met Jayla last year in 2018 at a tournament we were playing. Her twin brother actually plays for Hero, and she was there. She had her camera, and then My brother, Jalen, walks up to me and says, my sister takes pictures, she want to ask you some stuff. And I was like, well, why she didn't come ask me herself? So I'm always hard on the kids and everything that they do. So I asked her, and she was like, yeah, I take pictures. And she was a little soft-spoken at first. And I started asking her what's her price is, what does she do, does she have packages, does she have sponsorships? And I was just grilling, I was just being hard on her. But at the same time, I could see she did a really good job. She was all over the place at the tournament, and she actually came out and took pictures willingly. So after that, you know, I kind of took the onus on myself to help her as much as possible. So we sat down, I think maybe a week after that. We set up her LLC, we bought her website, we bought her domain name. We got everything going really fast, and from there, she just took off and started taking pictures from everybody. She called me one day and said, hey, can you come with me while I take pictures for this high school? They called me out, would you be there? And my mom was gonna be there, so you know, I went with her. She was a little nervous, she was scared to get on the field, but after that, she did a good job, and she's been taking pictures for everybody now. She takes all our pictures. She does a great job. She doesn't know this, but she's helped take our organization to another level in the past year and a half with all the media and all the marketing and taking pictures for the guys. It made us look so much better as an organization. It made us look really professional. And for her age, she's so far ahead, and she has so much potential. I tell her that all the time. I'm hard on her. Yes, I critique her hard, but she knows that I love what she does. I love what she's done for Hero and all the boys. She's another helping hand and has helped us take off. So I'm excited to see where she's going to go with this, what she's going to do in school, and what she could possibly be, because I just know she has so much potential, and I tell her all the time I'm proud of her. Like, that's really an understatement how proud of her. She takes the initiative. I'm not always the best communicator, so she always messages me. She'll call me and remind me of stuff, and she's really helped me a lot. She's helped me to grow as a coach and as a leader, and she's been hard on me at times and make sure that I hit her back and stuff. So I'm proud of her. I know that this is just a starting point, but what she's done in a year is amazing. The contact she's done, the content that she's put out, and every time she does a shoot, every time she puts out content, it gets better and better. She's not scared. She's not afraid to try things. She's not afraid to do certain stuff. So I know that she has a bright, bright future.
I did photography, and then I went on during the summer to work for people. I really started to get the hang of like charging people, and people actually getting in contact with me to ask me to take their pictures instead of me always volunteering. Then during football season, I got back into that, and eventually I got into my logo. I started making commercials, and I was really branching myself out to the point where people knew who Jayla was, knew who Ford Film Productions was, and I had a lot of supporters who always reposted my stuff, a lot of people who always said like, Jayla, you're doing a great job, keep up the good work. And it felt really good to know that what I was doing was actually making progress, because I'm very hard on myself. Like, I'm my own critic when it comes to my photography. There will be a photo that people say is just so nice, like this is the best picture yet, and I'll think it's the worst picture out of all of them. And it's just I'm very critical for myself, because I think that there's always somewhere next that I need to go to, or there's always something I need to do better. And when I think that way, it frustrates me, but in the end it actually helps me, because it makes me feel like there's always something more I can do, and I always have potential to do something greater the next time, and the next time after that, next time after that, and it just keeps me motivated to do more and always be creative and do more and never settle for anything. So that's something that's always helped me. And when it comes to my friends and support system, most of my friends, all of my friends really, when it comes to like what I do, they always tell me, give me positive feedback on what I do, maybe even negative feedback. They'll tell me what I need to work on, they'll tell me what they like, what they don't like, and it's just good to hear that feedback from my generation, because it's nice to know that there are people in your group that actually support you, and there's not people in your group who want to look down on you, people who don't believe in you and think that you won't be able to do what you put your mind to and are saying that you're going to do. So I feel like having those people in my life all around, and keep getting those people in my life all around, is actually helping me build confidence in myself and what I'm able to do, because sometimes I may doubt myself and think that maybe this may not even be for me, like maybe I have no purpose in doing this, maybe it's not worth it. But seeing that I have support always saying, oh Jayla, you need to keep doing this, you're getting so much better, and I know you're going to be great in the future. future just feels so good, and it's always worth it, and always reminds me and makes me step back to realize that in a year I've done so much. I've done so much to take so many pictures for people and gotten out there, and I have so much left to do within these next few years and more years to come. And I know that there's going to be something so much greater for me in the future, especially when I go off to college. I know that there may be a different environment, but I'll always be set in one specific place. So what I would like to announce is that within this academic year, I've been pretty stressed out applying to colleges and whatnot, and the colleges that I have been looking at are Mizzou, Tennessee State, Michigan State, Eastern Michigan, U of I, and Texas Southern. So I've heard back from a majority of those colleges, most of them except one, but already I have decided to make my decision of where I wanted to go. So I've decided that within the next 4 years of my college education, I will be attending Eastern Michigan University and majoring in business marketing and minoring in psychology or photography. I have not yet figured out what minor I want to go into, but I know that my future is going to be so much greater than what it is now, and I know that there's so much left I have to do, and I just like to thank everybody who's been there to support me this entire year doing photography and never giving up on me even when I gave up on myself. And I just want everybody to be here to welcome me into 2019, and that I'm so excited to work and figure out what's left to do for the rest of the year.
I'm just soaking it in. Funny how they said that they wanted back then. Once I got it, a lot of started disappearing. How you carry yourself, how you speak within. Anything negative just ain't part of my plan. God chose me, and now we got
Ladies, both this shit. I'm going to talk about Okay, how do you know Jayla? Josh, how do you know Jayla?
I know Jayla from school.
Speak your voice, first of all. Okay, how do you feel about what Jayla has done?
I think Jayla's doing a great job. She went, okay, wait, let me start over.
Okay.
She has wait, one more time. She has progressed in a lot. Oh, wait, one more time. She has did a lot of progression and one more time. Wait.
She's progressed a lot.
She's progressed a lot.
Say it one more time.
Okay. She progressed a lot and she got very far, and I'm proud of her. And if I had to send her one message, it would be good luck.
Thank you.
And how do I feel about for film production? I think it's amazing because she actually took something that she likes to do and she did it. Like, she's taking pictures from football teams, basketball teams, baby showers, and I like what she's doing. One message I get to Jayla, I say keep going, don't let nobody stop you, and be the best.
YouTube channel.
Hello YouTube!
Get in because
what we're gonna do today is we're gonna do the hot Cheetos and Takis challenge. I don't have no hot Cheetos or Takis. That's what we're gonna do. Okay. Get the video guys.
I had it all figured out.
I gave you the questions yesterday.
I need to go to the green room.
Come on, ready, set, go.
Be honest and stay modest.
Damn, this is long.
Can you give me a fucking minute?
That's on my microphone. Test 8 1 2. It's not working.
What's one word you would describe me as? Okay, next question.
It's a lot of words. You said one. I like you. You're my friend. I'm sorry.
Just do the next question. Come on. Oh my God.
And for film productions is amazing. I feel like she's gonna go really far with this business. It was a really good idea. It just came out of nowhere for me, honestly, from her. But she's doing really well with it. One message I would give Jayla is don't let anybody stop you from what you do.
gives her negative because the fuck.
Jalen, put it somewhere. I don't know.
It was criticism.
I can't.
I think what she has done so far has been an overall great thing, a positive thing, if anything. Everything from the football pictures, prom pictures, baby pictures, everything. Future advice, I would say don't stop. Don't give up. Whatever you face, it's meant to be. It's meant to happen. So just overcome all those obstacles. You'll be stuck. Okay.
Shouldn't be nervous. They do this all the time, huh?
Yeah.
You started it?
Yeah.
Pause it.